Alright, what's up, guys? So, Not Tripping has uploaded a video. Oh, that's kind of cool how they did that. They changed that a little bit. But anyways, Not Tripping has uploaded a video titled "The Biggest Sneaker Store Scammer Finally Shut Down." Yeah, to have it where it's one thing to have it where it's like one person like out the trunk of their car scamming. You know, that seems normal. You done bought property or rented out property, all right? To have fake sneakers delivered to this place and then to sell, that's just, to me, that's just crazy. That's just doing way too much. I'm like, my thing is this: if you got money to rent out a building of some sorts, you might as well go through the process of getting real shoes. I'm like, that just don't make no sense to me to just have it. Yeah, I guess like, you know, them like what is them like those them like not outlet malls, but like swap meet malls or some whatever they call them. All right, but no, it's like I get those stores, like, you know, that's what that is, but it's like you're trying to sell off these shoes as like actual shoes and stuff. I don't know why it's like people just admit that the shoes are fake. Like, my thing is this: if I were to sell fake shoes, I'm like, yeah, the shoes are fake. I'm, you know, that if people, because I know people don't want to go out and buy the actual things and mess those up. So yeah, it's like that. But I guess like it's probably, yeah, you know, Nike or whoever would send me cease and desist letters like, hey, you can't sell like fakes of our shoes and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm like, I think people just need to start being more honest. You know, I think if people were more honest, then it's like you wouldn't have to see videos like this, but people are not honest. So, but no, let's go ahead and get to this video. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Not Tripping for more videos like this. And then that being said,
6 months. That's how long this sneaker store was open for. Actually, more like 4 months, which was 1 month longer than I think any of us could have possibly predicted. I predict this sneaker store is gonna last a good 3 months. Now, it's always a great day when a sneaker store shuts down, but especially when a scammer-owned sneaker store has shut down. That is right, this utter mockery of a sneaker store finally met its ultimate demise. If you're out of the loop of everything I just said, don't know who this man is, and seriously questioning my morals on why I'm celebrating a small business shutting down, well, let me give you a very quick 30-second recap. This larger obese man had a sneaker store whose name was Hank. Then this smaller obese man named Henry worked there. The larger one stole over.
it's like, this whoever the guy is narrating 100% has been scammed before. Nah, you can't convince me otherwise. This man has been scammed, and he's like, no, from this day forward, all scammers, no, they all got heat with me. So
for $100,000
that guy, he
and then
is
vanished into thin air,
them.
then leaving the smaller man out of $30,000 and also stealing his hopes, dreams, and reputation. Following his disappearance, there needed to be some explaining to what happened, in which the smaller obese man would then put out numerous explanation videos where he struggled to come up with a sentence.
Yeah, it's like you scamming. It's like, it's
no one expected this to happen.
Along with this clickbaiting the event, mocking victims, and just, well, being an asshole. But after a while of lying, conniving, and manipulating, he then opened up his very own sneaker store. And guess where? Well, of course, the same exact location where all of the other scamming started in the first place. It was a complete circle, almost as round as his gut. So, in present time, Henry just recently closed down his sneaker store, announcing his struggles in a video titled, "I'm closing the store."
Unfortunately, it's true. The store's probably closing down very soon. You know, just being here isn't worth it. Days and days and days and days in a row of not selling anything.
I just love the irony of him sarcastically wearing a shirt with Hank's face on it. Also, like he is grinning that now Henry's store is closing down. This just has to be some poetic justice here. Now, was this sneaker store closing a surprise to literally anyone? Well, of course not. As just taking one look at this sneaker store, I think it was very easy to predict from day one that this was going to be a disaster and would not last the amount of time Henry couldn't eat at the mall food courts. Looking at the overall appearance of the store, with the predatory snack and candy table in the back, printed paper shoe signs, him not even having his own store bags, the stain on the floor, the store looking like a crack den.
He could have at least like cleaned that stuff. Nah, it's like, even what, like, you could probably go on Amazon and just get some like blank bags and stuff, you know, but dang, like that would be crazy to get hit with a finish line bag, and it's like, fam, I'm not even at a finish line. So yeah, it's like he could have did some maintenance. It's like, what is this there for? Like a weapon? It's like you on the toilet, you hear something, you already got a weapon, so you. It's like, that's crazy.
And even the big blue wall behind him that even featured the name of his old boss still on the wall. It acted as amazing symbolism, once again, that no matter what happens in the store, the sneakers or the customers, there will always be a constant reminder that Hank's always watching. But man, oh my god, this shit was like one of the most horrific car accidents about to happen. You knew it was gonna happen, but you couldn't bear yourself to look away, as this was almost represented in the comment section of every single video. I have never seen so many comments calling for change, miniature acts of encouragement, or even just constructive criticism for the best interest of Henry to then be waved off by Henry, who seemed too ignorant, too lazy, and just too careless to take pride in anything, because looking at him, of course he wouldn't take pride in his business when he couldn't even take pride in what he was wearing. But seriously, man, just take pride.
There's just some people I know. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't really care to like. I'm not gonna be a business suit and tie person everywhere I go. So yeah, it's like I feel like though I've seen where people, especially if it's like their own personal store. Yeah, I think when they own their own personal store, they ain't gonna really care too much about like what exactly they're wearing, unless they're wearing like the merchandise there. But if they're not, if they know that they can't do that. So and it's like, yeah, because they trying to sell off that merchandise to other people. But yeah, I just, I think like, yeah, you don't really care too much. I mean, just judging by the rest of the place, like what he just said though. It's like when he just said that. It's like just by the rest of the place. It's like, yeah, that's how people are.
Be proud of something you did. I mean, really, a lawn chair. You sit in a lawn chair. You are telling me you can't get like a stool?
Yeah, that's something that I remember at my old job. I worked at this cafe in Seattle, and they said like in any retail or business, just any business, unless it's a business where you gotta sit down, you always gotta be. He could have been using that time like straighten the shoes out, clean up a little, Well, not sweep on no carpet, maybe like vacuum and things, something, I don't know. But yeah, it's like you always gotta like keep on your feet and be mobile and things. So.
Something better than a lawn chair, but this lifeless lawn chair, Henry equally had the
lawn
same
chairs
amount
are
of
comfortable though. Like now the times like during my lawn chair days, I'll be just sitting around playing video games. You just sitting in the lawn before them things, because they break after a while. So yeah, it's like you'll be playing games, all of a sudden you find yourself like leaning over to the side, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm not doing this leaning and things. So yeah, but it's one of those things. It's like, nah, bro, you shouldn't be sitting on the job unless it's a job that requires sitting, but you shouldn't be sitting on the job.
Motion as an inanimate object. He was boring, and it was so painful to listen to him drone and blabber through these sneaker negotiations with the lack of emotion, personality, and social skills.
It was because he's trying to like do the the video probably outside. Yeah, he could have like a little bit more emotions, but yeah, it's like he's probably, I don't know, like nervous for doing the video. Some people, they get nervous doing YouTube videos. I know when I had started doing videos, yeah, it's like you're boring at first. I think all content creators can say that. It just takes time to develop character and stuff. But yeah, it's like definitely it's one of those things you should just like work on it and practice. I think if I would have been recording YouTube videos at my job, yeah, probably at first you guys would have seen like, okay, wait a second, like you're this loud and proud person on YouTube, but when you're out in public, it's like it might be like a social anxiety thing where he's just, but it's at the same, I don't know, like I said, it's like you're starting off in something, and it's like, yeah, a little nervous and things, but just just go back to the studio, work on your character, come back, and then yeah, things should be better. But anyway,
nightmare to listen to. So I can't imagine how the poor customers felt wanting to do business with this poor individual, when for the first 2 months of the shop being open, he couldn't even buy sneakers. He had no money to even properly open a sneaker store or run the store. I mean, wow. So the entire business concept of a storefront, a sneaker store.
Yeah, you should always have like some money, because even there's the one sneaker store that I remember I used to go to where they had, I think like when they start falling under, then they're like, okay, we can't really buy no shoes right now. So Yeah, it's like you want to buy some, and then yeah, we just build up that money and things. But
Sneakers, he couldn't even do that.
Basically spent all my money that I had left on, just getting shoes just to be able to open the store. And then the rest of the money I had left was to basically pay for the store. So I don't have like any extra cash to just cash people out.
So this sneaker store just essentially acted as his personal sneaker collection yard sale. Well, I mean, the lawn chair, I guess, now is pretty fitting then. But finally, after a long 4 months of Henry sitting in a lawn chair for 8 hours a day and indulging in the free samples.
It's like just on your phone too. I'm like, fam, I've been like doing something around that. Nah, like I'm saying, if I were to run a sneaker store, like I'm doing contests. I'm like, all right, come in, do 100 push-ups and get yourself like a free pair of like forces or something, or like when we hit like 100,000 subscribers, it's like, first person to come in on the like day of or something, then it's like, or the 50th person or whatever, then it's like, yeah, it's like, then you get like another free pair of shoes or some free lace, or yeah, everybody that comes in today, they get themselves like some free laces or some free like shoe cleaners and things. Like I'm giving people a reason to come into the store. And I just think that that's another thing where I tell people, just more so with content creating, but it's like you really gotta like market yourself. You gotta like publish yourself out there and post yourself out there. So like the store, if let's say it's like the TMossBoss sneaker shop or something, I'm creating an Instagram account, I'm creating a YouTube channel, I'm creating a TikTok account, I'm creating a Facebook page, MySpace page, Twitter page, like all social media. I'm trying to think of some other, my yearbook for those that remember that. I'm saying I'm going above and beyond to really showcase and promote this store and stuff. So yeah, it's like wearing t-shirts. If I'm like outside the store, yeah, I'm doing everything possible that I can to promote this store. So it's like, if you're really invested into having a business, you gotta go above and beyond like with this said business.
Was given out at Auntie Anne's. Henry finally decided it was the best thing for him to do, and I think anyone who was watching these videos and just every single aspect, to close the store. You know what? Not only did Henry not have enough money, funding, or investments to make this sneaker store even remotely successful.
I just get him and walk away.
I'm really gonna miss you guys.
I honestly think shoes. If he did, if his past still wasn't in his present, I probably guarantee the store would look the same. I mean, seriously, I question if Henry is just so stupid or genuinely mentally deformed, because you are a 26-year-old grown man and this is how you present yourself, your business. It's like honestly, like, is this how these sneaker reselling store owner losers go about life? Just half-assing everything, struggling to sell sneakers for $20 profits, all because they're too lazy and stupid to get a real job. It can't be that hard to get a job at McDonald's. I think, Henry, you would fit.
Yeah, but there's some people out there, they got too much pride. It's like, that's one thing where it's like, when you kind of get into the business, like, of like whatever business that you want to get into, but when you like get into like the business that you want to get into, working at McDonald's or doing other stuff is like just not in your mental no more. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, there's people out there where it's like, it shouldn't really matter, but at the same time, it's like, I just think that people, they just got this pride about themselves where they just can't go back to that lifestyle no more. And yeah, as you know, stressful lifestyle. I know for me, I was like, yeah, I did my business, like working for another business, and yeah, it's something where I'm all like, I want to just take the time to, really focus on myself. I don't see nothing wrong with that, but it's like, as long as you're serious about it, so.
Perfectly, you little Big Mac. Now, okay, now I know, like, I might be harsh here, as, maybe he's grieving through another drastic financial loss, and, that's two in a single year, so you know what, go easy on him, because this man-child, you know what, I don't feel any remorse for him, as he's never been fond of me.
Why are people commenting tripping? Who the fuck is tripping? Like, bro, who is this tripping dude people keep talking about, bro? I would have shot the whole school up. What is wrong with you? I would have shot my fucking classroom up. clipped everyone.
Now, guys, trust me. Listen,
Wow.
I didn't want to buy some sneakers from him. I wanted to be supportive. But the only reason why I didn't, because I was afraid of getting a little bag of crystal meth in my shoebox. You know what I mean? In the sense of Henry losing one of his lifelong dreams of owning a sneaker store, and like really, like this is your dream in life. But you know what? On that level,
I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm like, you know, like some people out there, you got people that own like wedding stores and like stores where people want to get like wedding dresses and suits and things. That's one thing about me is that I never downplay a person's like, you know, whatever they got going on, as long as they're serious about it. Like there's people that I've talked to where it's like, yeah, they've told me there's like the stuff that they want to do, but they're not serious. So that's why I don't really like invest in it and stuff. But if I could see that a person's serious about something, I'm like, hey, yo, I'm like, just let me know what you trying to get into. I'll do what I can to help. But if you ain't serious, then fam, I'm like, that's why I just say, yeah, you know, there's people that, that's why they'll go to a 9 to 5. Cause it's like, they just not serious about the stuff that they're doing. So it's like, as long as, yeah, if a person got passion, I don't see how they could go wrong. But anyway.
Do have some sympathy with him, and I genuinely wish him the best in life. And maybe getting out of sneakers in general would just be a good idea, as I heard the Panda
I thought he was selling like fakes or something, but it's just not. I guess he just wasn't as serious about. But it's like, yeah, you know, like use like a paint job, like tighten up on the place a little bit, you know, make it look more lively and things. I don't know, have like maybe some like art and some like hire some artists to like kind of paint around the shop and things, but just something. But anyways,
course you always ate at in the mall does need a new chef. So you know what that means, Henry? Instead of free Nike Dunks, free orange chicken.
You know, my dream is always to own my own sneaker store, and I've done that now. And even though it didn't work out the way I wanted to, it's a learning experience, and I'll just take this one up on the chin and be prepared for next time.
But despite his
my thing is this, you know, talking to like whoever that like the guy and stuff. The thing is this, like it's gonna be hard. You know, that's one thing. Like I could just say for myself, like getting into content creating, having it where you have like not even a handful of support, you know, you're literally investing your own money into it. You like, and then it's like at times like, yeah, you feel alone, all this depression, all that stuff. It's like you have to look at that, you know, take that punch and keep going. But it's like if you take that punch and fall, then yeah, obviously, you know, you're going to be on the ground for a minute and stuff. But it's like you can't be on, because like that's how you got to look at it. You got to look at it as a boxing match. You got to get up before them 10 after or before them 10 seconds, because once them 10 seconds hit, then it's like, okay, then it's like, now what you gonna do? It's like you can't add 10 more seconds, so it's like you gotta make like some decisions right then and there. That's like with me when I'm like wanting to do something. I'm like, I guess I'll either will build up to it or I'm doing it right then and there. But it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, you just gotta be serious about the stuff that you get into. So
antics towards me. I never wish failure upon anyone, or at least I don't say it publicly in my videos, because even though doing this wasn't the smartest thing in any way, like literally this is one of the worst financial and business decisions you could ever make. Once again, it's sad, but also this entire situation that has been affecting hundreds and over hundreds of thousands of dollars that have been stolen or wasted or missing. Well, I can finally and proudly say that this is the conclusion, as the closing of another sneaker store in the small little mall location somewhere in Pennsylvania can finally put to rest. This is the end.
Yeah, if he marketed that stuff better, it would have worked out better. Dang, it no color blue. Dang. I'm like, man, I'm like, bro, who is hurting you guys? I'm like, fam, it should not be that serious, but yeah, you know, it's one of those things where it's like people, if they're not serious about that stuff, then yeah, it's not going to work out. So it's like, you got to be serious about that stuff, because if not, then yeah, you're going to find yourself in a struggling situation. So, but it's like, that's the thing though. It's like everybody struggles. It's like, you just got to manage that struggle. So it's like, if you ain't managing it, yeah, it's like, you know, it ain't gonna be as good. But if you know how to manage it, even like, and while dealing with the struggle, yeah, it's like, trust me, you're gonna like eventually at some point in time look back about like, dang, I went through all of that stuff. It's like, all right, well, you know, it's time to focus on the future and things. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Not Tripping for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.